Well, for more on that story, we can now cross to Sophie Boulle, a co-founder of SOS Méditerranée, the NGO which sent that rescue boat out. Hi, Sophie. I should imagine this will come as a huge relief for those on board the ship. Can you tell us about what will happen next?
Yes, it is a big relief indeed, because as you just mentioned, waiting for 6 days for people that have been through very difficult conditions in Libya and then on very complicated situation at sea as well, in these boats that were in distress, it has been long for them, and they are really vulnerable people. So what is going to happen next? At the moment, the Ocean Viking is very close from the territorial waters of Italy, and we are waiting for a formal authorization to enter the territorial waters. As you know, there have been some bans in the recent months, and we need to guarantee that nothing wrong will happen, of course. So we are waiting for this confirmation. The people might be either directly disembarked in Lampedusa port or transshipped to another boat from the Italian Coast Guards. But in any case, we are very relieved that they will be disembarked in a safe place in conformity with the maritime law.
Now, as you mentioned, the bans of recent months, this decision something of a U-turn on the closed-door policy we saw before from Italy. It comes after a change of administration in Rome, with the Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte calling for a, quote, new humanism. Do you think this is indicative of a new direction in terms of immigration policy?
We hope that it is indicative for a new policy, but that's a first step. Let's finish this sequence, because now we are still in the middle of the rescue operation. A rescue operation finishes when people are disembarked in a safe place, which is not yet the case. So yes, this is an encouraging signal, but we are really waiting for the end of the sequence. And in particular, we absolutely need now to have a coordinated and stable European mechanism and get away from these ad hoc responses that are not adapted to the situation and not coherent with the maritime law.
Yes, as you mentioned, French Interior Minister Christophe Castaner has called this a sort of a one-off agreement, an ad hoc agreement. Do you think we're getting closer to more permanent European legislation here?
There are signs that things are progressing. We see that countries at the moment are able to speak to each other and find solutions, but it's still not yet ready. It's still not yet stable and not yet announced. So we are really impatient. We have been calling for this coordinated mechanism for more than a year already. And on top of that, there is still a very urgent need for more search and rescue capacities in the central Mediterranean, because at the moment, the Ocean Viking was the only ship present, and there are no more state assets at the moment.
Thank you very much, Sophie Boulle, speaking to us there about the Ocean Viking rescue ship, which is approaching Lampedusa. Next, Houthi rebels